The twin suns of Thalen bled across the desert horizon, painting the sands in crimson and gold. The planet had been forgotten after the border wars, its skies scarred by orbital debris and ghosts of fleets long gone. Captain Jonas Harker was supposed to salvage one derelict, mark it, and leave. Instead, he found her. Half buried in the wreckage was a downed alien transport, charred hull, shattered canopy. Inside, tangled in coolant lines, was a woman unlike any he'd ever seen. Skin a muted lavender shimmer, faint lines of bioluminescent veins tracing her jaw. Her breathing was shallow, her uniform in tatters. Jonas hesitated. Every manual said to report alien survivors to the Concord Authority. But something about the way her fingers twitched, grasping for something unseen, made him kneel beside her instead. Her voice was a whisper in the hum of dying machinery. "Please, not them." He pressed his hand to her shoulder. "Easy, you're safe." Her eyes opened, silver with a faint glint of sorrow. No one is safe on this world. He carried her back to his ship, the Artemis. When his onboard AI objected to unauthorized biologicals, Jonas overrode it with a single command: "She's not cargo. She's someone." And as the sun set, the last light caught her reflection in the viewport. Fragile, scared, and heartbreakingly alive. It took her days to recover. Her name was Saren Tau, a former diplomat of the Varellan Accord, exiled after refusing to sanction the use of planetary cleansing weapons. Jonas repaired what he could: the ship, the comms, her broken translator. But conversation came slowly. She'd flinch at sudden sounds, glance toward the stars as if expecting them to burn. One evening, as Jonas worked on a damaged relay, Saren joined him in the engine bay. "You fix machines the way healers treat wounds," she said softly. He chuckled. "Machines are easier. They don't lie about where it hurts." Her gaze lingered on his hands, scarred from years of work. "And you, human, where do you hurt?" He paused, caught off guard. "Lost my crew 2 years ago," he admitted. "War ended before I could save them." Saren nodded slowly. "Then we are both exiles." Silence stretched between them, heavy but not cold. Outside, the suns dipped below the dunes. She reached toward the flickering conduit, fingertips brushing the energy field. The lights brightened instantly. Jonas blinked. "How did you?" She smiled faintly. "My kind learned to listen to energy. You humans command it. Perhaps that's why we feared you." He looked at her then, really looked. "Maybe that's why we need each other." And for the first time, she didn't look away. The Artemis drifted in low orbit above Thalen while Jonas repaired the hyperdrive. Saren spent her time in the observation deck, staring at the wrecks burning in the upper atmosphere. Then the signal came. A repeating distress beacon, Varellan origin. Saren's hands trembled as she decoded it. "It's them," she whispered. "The warlords. They're hunting deserters, survivors like me." Jonas frowned. "They'll pick up your signature if they scan the surface. We need to move." But before he could engage the drive, the signal changed, no longer a distress call, but a trace pulse. They were being locked on. Saren closed her eyes, her body radiating a faint hum. "Give me the ship's interface." "What are you doing?" "Buying us time." She linked her bioluminescent tendrils into the console ports. The ship's systems flared, her consciousness blending with the engine core. "They taught me diplomacy," she said, voice strained. "But before words, my ancestors spoke through energy." Jonas could feel the air vibrating around him, like a pulse beneath reality. Outside, the stars bent slightly, the trace beams scattering into static. Saren slumped forward, breathing hard. Jonas caught her before she fell. "You just fried half the ship," he murmured, half in awe. Her lips curved weakly. "Half is better than none." And in that fragile smile, He saw the spark that every conqueror had underestimated, hope wrapped in defiance. They crashed again, this time into the obsidian canyons. The Artemis was beyond repair. For 2 days, they scavenged in silence, the air thick with regret. Then Saren found him staring into the horizon at sunset. "You could leave me," she said quietly. "Take the shuttle. Save yourself." Jonas shook his head. "You think I saved you because of orders? I did it because no one else would." She looked at him for a long moment, her silver eyes reflecting the twin suns. "Among my people," she said, "there's a story of a soldier who fell from the stars. He taught us that mercy was stronger than conquest. We thought it was myth." Jonas smiled faintly. Maybe myths are just memories waiting to happen again. When night came, they shared rations under the stars. She hummed softly, a haunting melody that shimmered with otherworldly resonance. "What's it mean?" he asked. She hesitated, then answered, "It's an old vow, to remember the light, even when the stars burn out." Jonas stared into the darkness, thinking of Earth, of all the wars and scars. Then maybe it's time humans learned that song too. Weeks passed. They built a small settlement among the canyons, solar rigs, irrigation, a calm relay. Saren's laughter began to fill the days. For the first time, the silence between them was peace. Then one morning, the horizon shimmered. A Varellan patrol ship descended. Jonas readied his rifle. "Get inside." Saren placed a hand over his. "No, this ends now." She stepped forward into the light, her skin glowing brighter than the sun's. Her voice echoed through the canyon, both sound and frequency. "You came for an exile," she said to the approaching commander. "You'll leave with a lesson." The patrol's weapons powered up, then died. Systems failed one by one. The canyon walls vibrated, resonating with her frequency. Energy flowed through the rocks like veins of fire. Jonas watched, awestruck, as the entire valley came alive, the planet itself responding to her voice. The commander's voice faltered. "What are you?" Saren turned toward Jonas, smiling through tears. "Humanity reminded me what we once were. When the dust settled, the patrol fled. The suns rose again, warm and golden." Jonas stepped beside her, taking her hand. "So what now?" She looked toward the stars. "Now we rebuild, together. Maybe this world isn't lost after all."